The distinguished senator is obviously speaking to an opinion poll. And Mr. Speaker, opinion polling in this country is covered by a statute. Mr. Speaker, could she, before she makes us consume of that survey, tell us who the opinion polling agent is and whether the survey they have taken was in accordance with the law? Mr. Speaker, I say this with maximum respect to my colleague, but unfortunately, people are even doing opinion polls on telephone phones, on their phones.
So what is your point? What are you?
Yes, I'm requesting the member to tell us who is the opinion polling company.
Just get me right, Senator
Yes.
Boni. Under what standing order are you basing your point of order?
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, according to our standing orders, members of Parliament, 105.
Which standing order? 105?
105.
Okay, proceed now.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I had made my point, the accuracy of the information she's about to table. Nothing personal, but we want to be sure that we are not consuming what they say in computer palace, garbage in, garbage out.
Senator Hamida, what is the accuracy of this statement you're making pursuant to Standing Order 52-1?
Mr. Speaker, I request my colleague, Senator Khalwale, just to give me time because he has not even understood the gist of this statement. I had not even started yet. So I don't see why he would have getting jittery on this one, and yet I had not even started. Kindly give me time, and I will disclose the opinion poll.
Are you saying that the responses to the accuracy of your statement is in the body of your statement? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, sir, the findings are both enlightening and concerning. The report reveals that on average, women in Kenya spend approximately 5 times more time than men on unpaid domestic and care worker. The inequality not only perpetuates gender inequalities, but also impedes women's empowerment, hindering the ability to engage in productive activities and public life. The invaluable partnership of the National Gender and Equality Commission, GEC, the Council of Governors, COG, and the University of Nairobi, UON, in the survey highlights the collective commitment to addressing the gender disparities embedded in unpaid care worker. As Mr. Speaker, sir, as we delve into the specifics, the survey indicates that on average, women and girls in Kenya over the age of 15 spend 3 hours every day on unpaid domestic and care work. There is a significant time investment that unfortunately it is not adequately accounted for in our national economy. The geographical distribution of the unpaid work reveals additional layers of disparity. Women in Marsabit County, for instance, spend a staggering 7 hours per day on unpaid domestic and care work, nearly double the national average. Similarly, trends are observed in other counties, emphasizing the need of targeting interventions. The implications of this data are profound. The under-recognition of the contributions of women to the national economy, specifically in the realm of unpaid care work, results in an incomplete representation of our economic activity. This oversight has broader implications, including the perpetuation of the feminization of poverty and a hindrance of the full realization of women's potential in economic and social development. Mr. Speaker, sir, to address these challenges and pave the way for a more equitable future, it is imperative that we not only recognize the disproportionate burden placed on women, but also take concrete steps towards policy development and legislative reforms. The report emphasizes the need of an unpaid care and domestic work policy to legally recognize, reduce, and redistribute the workload. Furthermore, it calls for the development of labor policies that support the integration of unpaid caregivers into the labor force, establishing family-friendly working arrangements and ensuring decent terms and conditions of employment. Mr. Speaker, sir, as senators, we have a critical role to play in championing these policy changes and legislative reforms. The Time Use Survey report is a call to action. It is a reminder that we must take decisive and concrete steps to address the gender disparities in unpaid care work and fully recognize and value the contributions of women in our economy and society. By doing so, we will not only be advancing the cause of gender equality and women's empowerment, but we will also be building a more just, equitable, and prosperous Kenya for all of us. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Statements pursuant to Standing Order 53-1. Senator Hamida.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll proceed with my second statement on the mental health unit desks in all institutions in Kenya. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to request for a statement from the Standing Committee on Health on the establishment of mental health unit desks in all institutions in Kenya. In the statement, the committee should outline initiatives undertaken by the government to establish mental health unit desks in all public and private institutions in Kenya. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, in all public and private institutions in Kenya, explaining any coordination with mental health professionals and organizations to provide timely interventions and support. State plans, number 2, by the government to ensure that the mental health unit desks in institutions have adequate resources and qualified personnel to assist in conducting regular awareness campaigns, workshops, and seminars. Number 3, provide information on the budget allocation and funding mechanism in place for the establishment and maintenance of mental health unit desks. And finally, recommend the establishment of a standardized monitoring and evaluation framework to ensure the mental health desks meet their objectives. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.